Welcome to P3 Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to P3 Radio's New Year's edition of the show. Josh Briley alongside Richard Mulligan here. Josh, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, man. This music's like really kicking.
Yeah.
We like to rock in the New Year.
We do our drink now.
Might as well. It's time. Oh, Jesus. Oh. God almighty.
Well, it is New Year's, I guess. And if you're listening to us on New Year's and you just did the countdown, I'd like to thank you. And I want to go ahead and remind you to put that gun away. It's not worth it. You apparently have no friends if sitting alone listening to a podcast on New Year's. Without it. Hopefully you're around a bunch of people. And this one play is getting a lot of credit along the party that's playing this.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all playing it at the parties at the New Year's. Maybe they are.
You don't do that with parties that you go to? You don't just
Blare our podcast?
Yeah. No?
No.
You don't go to a lot of parties, though.
Well, I did it at Thanksgiving.
You played our podcast at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was the episode where we talked about feeding my dad's wiener a peanut, or it should be fed a peanut.
You didn't tell me that. You told me you didn't even bring up the podcast at Thanksgiving.
I'm just ribbing you, man.
Oh.
Good God.
Well, damn.
Do you think I would be that stupid to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Exactly,
No.
yeah. Very much so.
My dad would take out his pocket knife and probably just start chasing me around the fucking buffet table.
So still no feedback on that, huh?
No, my dad only does certain things on the internet, and then that's it.
Huh.
No kind of social media. The closest thing to social media he does is he gets on Facebook groups and he looks for shit to buy, sell, and trade.
Does he have a Facebook account?
No.
Oh.
He uses my mom's just to get in the
Free to
group.
log into Facebook for
Get me on them group pages. We'll try to come up.
Yeah, I just, man. So are you prepared for the new year? Like, do you have a goal in mind that you want to get done?
I'm prepared to just like bullshit and tell you that I have a goal. I mean, I do. I really do have a goal.
Do you have a goal every year? I know last year we had joked about having a goal of losing weight, and I think I gained weight this year.
I did too.
You did.
I mean, maybe I'm
So
I'm still about the same, really. I've been doing the same shit that I was doing last year at this time.
Right.
Lying to myself, thinking maybe, just maybe, I'll start going to the gym, trying to pay attention to my diet and all that. I really want to, buckle down and try to do that because at our age now, Richard, it's kind of like if you're going to stop playing around and fucking around and doing the wrong thing as
Right.
far as putting shit in your body, now the age that we are is about time that if you want to really make it to the 80s, you're going to have to make
Right.
that choice.
Yeah. You'll
You know.
make that change.
Make that
Shimon,
choice.
make that change.
And, I think 2019 might be the year, man.
Yeah. Well, maybe our goal should be like last year we were like, let's just lose weight. Maybe this year we'll be like, let's lose an insane amount of weight. Maybe we'll maintain or lose a little weight. But yeah, I mean, I think we've got a lot of things coming up. In 4 days, we have Black Time Boxing again. Going to be a little different this year.
4
In
days?
4 days from today, this is New Year's Day.
Wow.
In 4 days, we have Black Time Boxing. It's going to be Friday night. This Friday night at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. It's for speaking of diabetes, it's for juvenile type 1 diabetes. The JDRF, is that right? Or did I say that right? Jackson?
This is JDRF.
Yeah, I got it right. So I stumbled with that a couple of times last week. But yeah, JDRF, it's a great cause. So if you're in Jackson or around Jackson, or you just want to send some money to the JDRF, that's great too. It's a great organization doing great stuff. And we'll be there. doing our thing like we did last year. And if you follow us on Facebook, we'll probably be doing some live streaming of some of the fights. Not all, but some. Should be a good time. But, yeah, 4 days. 4 days away from that.
Man, I'm going to have to get me another suit jacket this year. I'm trying to go in there fresh and new.
Yeah. I'm hoping that my stuff fits still. Because I gained some weight, man.
Right. Well, I'm going with purple zoot suit this year. What do you think?
I think that if you go in a zoot suit, there might be a riot.
Like, to try to get to me to, hey, where did you get that? And
Yep, a zoot suit riot.
Right. Throw back a bottle of beer.
No, zoot suit riot.
Okay, dokie. Well,
I love how when we talk about nothing, how sometimes it goes dark, but sometimes it just goes to a weird place.
zoot suits
Yeah.
is where it's went.
We did a fun thing over Christmas the other day where my in-law wanted to know your favorite story, your favorite Christmas story or favorite Christmas present that you ever got.
Yeah.
And when you were done, she gave you a present, which turned out to be like Bacardi. I said it was the weird, because everybody else is like crying, telling like, this is when I first met my husband. And, oh, here's some rum.
And he surprised me with an engagement ring.
Right. I mean, it was like that. It was really, and like more people are crying. So it gets to my turn. And I go, well, there was this one Christmas, my grandmother and my mom had went to church, and it was one of those rare times they let me stay home. And I was there, and ended up what I had to do was defend my house from 2 burglars that had broken in with surroundings that I could find at my house to ward them off from robbing my neighborhood and my house and everything. And one person goes, "That's Home Alone." I was like, okay, let me go again. I visited Julie when she was working, doing like this thing with her job, and she was doing this in-service there, and I got there, and we were. I went upstairs to kind of wash up in the hotel room, and it was taken over by these terrorists, and they're like, "That's not hard." So, needless to say, I kind of poo-pooed on their therapy session, but it was fun.
Well, you got to be a rogue sometimes and go off the beaten path. But, did you expect someone to try to top you, or?
No, it was just me trying to be a smartass because, and then I was like, Nintendo 64, hand me my bottle.
You sound like me at the store. Just hand me my fucking bottle. Let me get out of here.
So, what are what were your New Year's plans do you have any plans for New Year's?
No, really, I honestly think this time, I said it last time, but I think this time I'm really going to try to watch what I'm eating. And
Well, no, not resolution. What are you doing tonight? Like, okay, so today's New Year's. What are you doing tonight for New Year's? Are you going out
I'm
anywhere?
sitting here on my ass, and I'm talking to you.
No, so you're not going to do anything after this?
After this? No, I'm going home, going to bed. Fuck.
Did you do anything today?
Yeah, well, if you want to break the kayfabe wall, put shit together. It's Christmas. We're taping it.
No, I meant, damn it. Okay.
How, you just want me to lie?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been doing it this whole episode.
Okay.
It's called improv, Josh. It's yes and, not
I understand
no
that.
and.
It's hard to tell if you're serious or not sometimes. But if you just want to do a whole improv show where you just lie, that's
We
fine.
can.
Okay. Yeah.
So we did really good numbers last week.
Just make it a restart point and
No, we're good.
An edit point. And
I'm not
we'll
editing
go.
this. Just do this.
Yeah, you'll have to chop
This
it.
asshole fuck these words up, man. He's got words that he don't even need.
Well, you'll at least have to edit to where you asked me the question.
No,
But
we're good.
Either way,
I was just bullshitting to see if you were going to say you were going to go somewhere like a party or something.
no.
You don't do wild parties anymore?
No, the wildest thing that happens to me now is like, my wife asking me to like put some furniture together that she's bought like before she gets home, and then I don't do it, and try to get some later. That's about as wild as I get.
We
now.
can do it on the furniture I didn't put together.
No.
I don't know, man. Speaking of like wild parties, I noticed something the other day that kind of goes along with that. Have you ever noticed that every time you see somebody on TV or even a real life event that you see on like YouTube or something, when somebody catches on fire, what are you supposed to do? Supposed to stop, drop, and roll, right?
That's what I was always taught. But
What do you always see? I guarantee you, if you looked up a YouTube video right now of somebody on fire, what would you see them doing?
probably running.
Extremely fast.
Just that's it.
Yes. I just didn't know why. Why is that the first go-to?
I think it's the sheer panic, and,
Yeah.
and you think, oh, I've got to run to the toilet and try to get to the sink, or I'm going to run outside in the snow, depending on where you are, or something like that. But sometimes motherfuckers just run. They break out in a sprint
Yeah.
whenever they're panicking, and they don't necessarily know where they're going. But
I saw this video one time. This guy caught his jeans on fire, and he jumped into the tub. He had a tub full of water. I was like, that's pretty ingenious, but I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that if you're laying down, it kind of always seems like you're giving up. It's like, all right, I guess I'll burn to death.
I'm just going to lay here and die in my fire.
Yeah. I don't know. That just popped into my head about, why do people that catch on fire immediately run?
Ask Richard Pryor.
All right, I'll look at my notes here since there's nothing else to talk about, apparently. Let me look at my notes here. Good rumors. Good rumors.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember, any good rumors when we were kids? Like, not about each other, but, those celebrity rumors. Like, did you ever hear the rumor about KFC?
In terms of what?
Like, there was this Facebook thing going around that the reason why they called it KFC instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore was because it wasn't chicken, and the FDA forced them to not call it chicken, so they were calling it KFC.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But
now they're calling it Kentucky Fried Chicken on some of the boxes. It still says that, and you're like,
Right.
what the hell?
it was all just bullshit. I mean, thank God for the internet on those type of things.
Right.
That way you can kind of search
Well,
out and
to
figure
be
out
honest,
what's bullshit.
But to be honest, the internet's what really caused that.
I know, but thank God that you can actually go and search the truth, not just whatever a certain site puts out and all the people latch onto it. If you really want to know the truth, you can get to the analytical bullshit of the internet
Right.
and find out the truth. It's just you got to sift through. If you want to know something, 9 times out of 10 you'll find it out. If
Just
you
by searching it.
if you just really, really look. But I was one that really bought into the fact, I know you heard the one about our favorite restaurant, Taco Bell, kind of putting, what was it, silicone or food, they called it food filler. It was where pretty much if you bought a taco, they were trying to say only a certain percentage of said taco
Right.
would be real meat. The other would be kind of like some
Meat
kind
filler.
of meat filler, whatever, water or whatever, however they
So you
fill it
bought
up.
into that, you believe that was
No,
the case?
I believed that it was probably some kind of plastic and shit for a while.
And Steve Madden put it there.
Steve,
He doesn't want
Alex
you to.
Smith. Alex Smith was the one that orchestrated it. But
Yeah.
I bought into it until you do a little more research and you see what the truth is.
Right.
And you can kind of see where certain people that would only read maybe the first 2 or 3 sentences of something
Right.
would take it that way. But
Yeah.
if you really read, it's not as bad as it seems.
It always makes me laugh when you hear somebody try to quote a discredited rumor as fact still.
Yeah.
It's like, that KFC isn't real chicken anymore. It's like, bullshit, motherfucker. That's been discredited. But
If anything, now, my only chicken rumor and bullshit that I've ever heard recently.
chicken rumor.
No, because dude got 3 kids. 4 really, but only 3 live with us now. But we go through chicken tenders and bullshit
Right.
like crazy. And we heard the thing about Tyson and
he bit that guy's ear off.
No, with the, this.
chicken, motherfucker.
What was it? 3-4 years ago, the whole big thing with antibiotics,
Right.
steroids, and
Right.
stuff like that, and then them it fucking your kids up if they're not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you can look at the package on a chicken tender package now. No antibiotics, no steroids ever, bullshit like that. I mean, they almost try to assure, the doubters.
Well, that happens a lot with food where companies go a little bit crazy. Yeah, we'll do it. Come here.
Whoop whoop.
But that always.
I feel like a pirate drinking all this rum.
Woo! It's New Year's.
Got to.
So our New Year's show plan was just to get blitzed. We didn't have any topics. I know that sounds crazy.
We actually just put our. Never mind.
No.
We're not breaking that wall yet, right?
No, we won't do that. But no, man, you see that a lot with food. Like, there's the food companies, like, immediately they hear a rumor and they're like, oh, shit, we got to get on top of this. Or even if it's something like Super Size Me came out. What happened to McDonald's? They got really freaking healthy. Like, they started not really freaking healthy. It's still McDonald's. But they did this thing to where they, changed their sizes. They no longer offered the Biggie sizes or the Super Size. They changed all this stuff. And at the same time, Sonic, this is why I laugh. Sonic changed their smalls to from the little bitty cups to a medium sized cup, and their large milkshakes are now Route 44s. And in the same week, they discontinued salads altogether.
I love it. I love that.
Sonic's
I wish
I'm doubling down on this shit. You know what you're getting into.
Well, honestly, I wish it would have been the other way around because Sonic is so much more expensive than McDonald's that I wish maybe McDonald's would have kept the supersize and kind of Sonic went more towards the salad, this and that.
Right.
Because, man.
Sonic is pretty expensive.
Oh, it's too expensive. And, if you got a family like mine and you go and you want to just, skip the cooking that night, go and try to feed a family of fucking 5 people.
Yeah.
And
You're starting to sound like that breakfast sausage guy that called it.
No.
Did you ever hear that, by the way?
What?
The guy that got pissed off because Jimmy Dean sausage went from 12-ounce rolls to 10-ounce rolls.
Oh, I can imagine.
We'll have to play that in a minute, but go
It
ahead.
would have pissed me off too, man.
Go ahead.
Have a couple more kids.
No, I understand. I understand completely.
It's just my kids, man. They're so close in age, and they're so much older now. They eat so much. I
Why don't you just yell?
because I'm so fired up. I want to tell them all, you're going to get a job. You're supporting your food habit. I'm done. You're breaking us. Because they're all so old now. And they're
so old now.
God. It's like, kids' meals and all that. No, that's not happening no more. It's like 5 adults eating.
My daughter doesn't eat kids' meals. She likes them okay, but she doesn't it's not her go-to. Her
So
go-to.
if you was to go to Sonic, what would you get her?
She'd want chili cheese fries and a cheeseburger.
I mean, like a number 1 cheeseburger?
Yeah. No, she'd start
A junior?
Sonic. She's gonna eat a corn dog or maybe just some chili cheese fries. But when we go to she wants Wendy's. She wants a 4 for $4.
Right.
She wants.
that's
she doesn't eat
perfect.
it all, but that's what she wants.
And that's cheap.
Yeah.
But when I go to Sonic, it's literally I'm getting 5 adult meals.
Right.
And if it was my kids' way, it would be 2 meals would be the supersonic burgers with bacon, and that's fucking $11 a piece.
Right.
And then the little one, she eats like a grown up now. And me, I eat like a fucking person that can't even walk because they're in a goddamn rascal, with diabetes.
Give
and shit.
me everything covered in chili and cheese.
I mean, I'd like my drink covered in chili and cheese, please. No ice.
I tell you what, pull up that video real quick if you don't mind. All right, yeah, roll that video right there.
Randy Taylor. I don't know where you people come from. I don't know if you test your products, your quantity of your products. Your products are very delicious. Love your sausage for 30-something years, but I can't take and feed a family of 5 on a little 12-ounce roll of sausage. I don't mind paying you more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage, but you don't have it anymore. You've got a 12-ounce roll, and you got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece, a woman that's a little plump Scotch girl, and a daughter who's 13, and you're going to try to take a 12-ounce roll of sausage and a couple of dozen eggs and feed that. It ain't going to work, and I'm not going to purchase your product anymore or ever again. And as far as your 16-ounce in maple and sage, I don't eat that. I'm not from the north. I'm a Texas man. Jimmy Dean sausage is for southern people to eat with the breakfast, with the fried eggs and the T-bone steaks.
God damn it.
And I can't see going to a little 12-ounce package to feed 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not going to buy 2 of those 12-ounce packages just because you want to downsize and charge the same goddamn price. I'd sure like a reply, and I'd
Is that
sure
my
like
Uncle
you to
Donald?
go back to your 16-ounce package on your regular sausage, because I'm not going to buy it otherwise ever again. I'll just have my own damn sausage made like I used to 30-something years ago. It's not as tasty as yours is, but it'll work. Goodbye. That little 12-ounce goddamn roll of sausage is supposed to feed your brother and me and you 600 pounds of men, at least. You get my point? And the 2 girls, and they put it in that fucking pussy roll of sausage. Son of a bitch. Somebody needs their ass kicked. Some little consumer geekaroid fuck this shit up. Save money. Yeah, save money. Save money. Fuck, I'm going to eat, goddammit.
So that was a complaint call to the Jimmy Dean.
And who leaked that?
Probably somebody. I wonder how many complaint calls they get at like Jimmy Dean stuff. I mean, they probably don't get too many. You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised. I mean,
I couldn't imagine them getting too many.
you hear, like you get, even when you're standing in line, and how many people do you see make asses of themselves? Just, oh, that ain't on sale.
Right.
Well, screw that. I don't even want it. And they take like 10 minutes arguing with the cashier
Right.
about the price and whatnot. And, there's 5 or 6 other people behind them. Goddamn. I couldn't imagine doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, and my favorite ones are the ones that, I go to those places like Dirt Cheap and stuff like that all the time. And the way they do it, they put a price on it. The price is extremely overpriced. It's not overpriced, not extremely overpriced, but the price is about normal.
Right.
And then depending on what the code on it is, there's a percentage taken off. Usually it's 50%. So like if you're buying light bulbs from there and it'll say like $10, it's usually probably going to be 50% off and you get them for $5. But you would be surprised at the people that come in there and look at the price and go, ain't nothing dirt cheap about this. That's almost half the price and plus the price of it. It's like they're trying to do math and failing horribly. That's more than what it cost at Walmart. Shit, I ain't buying this shit. Damn. Ain't nothing dirt cheap about this. And it's like you're going to a bargain store, I mean, and my favorite ones are the ones that go in and complain about the price at like mom and pop organizations and stuff.
Right.
Like they're like, oh, this is damn. I can go to well, yeah. Walmart has like little Asian kids putting together their shit. I mean, let's be honest.
There's no regulations.
No. Have you ever seen that documentary? By the way,
I haven't.
on Walmart. It's pretty sad, and it's like basically how Walmart was just like they paid like the people overseas like minimum to nothing to basically build their products.
Well, there's no regulations.
No.
Like there is. I mean, there is regulations probably, but it's not anything to,
Right.
say like to ours. So, it's might as well not be any regulations.
Happy New Year, everyone. How do we always get here? It's always some kind of sad, depressing shit.
That was the year I had anxiety, and I told them that I didn't even want Christmas presents.
I said, fuck it. I'd just rather slit my wrist.
I just want to be happy for Christmas.
See
That's
this?
what I want.
See this face? I just want it to smile again. No, we were talking about rumors. We'll go to break here in just a minute, but we were talking about rumors. One of my favorite rumors ever was the stomach pump. I'm sure you heard so and so got their stomach pumped because they were sucking too much dick and had too much semen in their stomach, and I had to pump their stomach. I know you heard it. One of the I guess
I never believed it.
No, I didn't either. But you heard it about different people.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I didn't really realize that it was just a stupid rumor until I heard somebody on the radio. Well, I knew it was a stupid rumor. I didn't believe it, but I didn't realize that it had more people involved. Like, the one I always heard was Alanis Morissette. She sucked off all of her bandmates and actually had to go get her stomach pumped, which... Why would you have to have your stomach pumped, first off? Like, how bad can it be for you if it's in your body already?
Well, I mean there's
get
a lot
the
of
poison
acids.
out. Get the poison out, I know.
There's
But-
a lot of acid in your body. I mean, you can't just go by that, but too much acid
Yeah.
in your fucking,
But, I mean, and the other... Well, I heard somebody on the radio talking about how it was supposed to be Rod Stewart at one time. Like, that was the rumor about him.
Ooh la la.
I guess the other rumor that was kind of stupid was the getting the ribs removed to suck your own dick.
Oh God.
You heard that one before?
And I still hear people talk about
Yep.
that. Like, just
You went to that Marilyn Manson concert? Did he suck his own dick? Because he got his ribs removed. No, he didn't.
No. There was actually a cousin of mine that was at a show where he sucked his own dick on stage. I mean,
We didn't know what the fuck he was going to do. He just went ass over tea kettle in there and just started resting his balls on his lips. It was just the weirdest damn thing. We thought he was going to sing Beautiful People, but he didn't do that shit. Just started bobbing on himself.
me and the kids got up and we left. Hell. Who would bring the kids to a Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson concert? Goddamn. Come
Now,
on.
Johnny, you step back. That's a splash zone, and he goes to jerk it into the crowd. That is another rumor. Is that true?
What?
That he used to jerk off onto like people in the crowd?
I've never heard that one.
I heard that rumor too. Don't go to a Manson concert.
I heard he used to blow Twiggy Ramirez, his bassist or whatever, but I mean, hopefully not on stage. But God Almighty,
The beautiful people, the beautiful people.
you're Twiggy. Oh,
Oh man. But I mean, you heard a lot of those types of rumors, and you just like, I don't even know if this one's true or not. But did you ever hear the Subway rumor where they had found like a chemical in the bread that was the same chemical as what they would find in gym mats?
no,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a rumor as well.
has to be.
Yeah.
Subway. They bounced back from Fogel, man.
Where
They
that come
did. They
from?
did.
Hold on.
Shit.
Where did that come from?
They did.
You know
Fogel brought him down, man.
Yeah, that's
He
what
really did.
child rapists do.
I know, but they bounced back. They at least better than what
They started doing a $5 footlong campaign, and all that shit went away.
Oh man,
Them in Penn State really going on all cylinders now. Even that damn guy that worked on the Cosby Show got a job with Tyler Perry, so everything's all looking up.
I'm just talking about Subway, man.
Oh Jesus!
I love Subway, so
I like their raps.
fuck Jared Fogle,
Yeah.
dude, a little piece of shit.
We're gonna have to cut all this.
I know, but man,
We
fuck
went
him.
dark. Anyways,
Fuck Jared Fogle. I love.
he
Subway.
was the one putting that damn stuff in the bread. Fuck him. I tell
His
you-
ass goes to prison, and my honey oat and fucking my other Italian bread, it goes away.
You're a honey oat man.
Oh god damn, man! I didn't get the sambwich that I usually got with the honey oat.
Oh, this is intriguing. Go ahead.
You said we're cutting stuff.
Yeah,
so
no, we're gonna probably cut this whole segment.
I hope so.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've been talking for a little while, Josh. What do you say we go to a break?
We need a break.
All right, hang out. We're going to be right back. P3 Radio, Josh Brawley, Richard Mulligan. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey guys, Richard Mulligan from P3 Radio here to talk to you about a very important... Wait, Josh, what the hell do you have on?
Footy pajamas.
Are you 8?
No, but I am cozy and comfortable. And look, I even got an ass flap.
You missed a button on that, by the way.
My bad.
But an ass... What in the hell could you possibly need an ass flap for?
For taking a pissless shit.
Useless shit. What if you have to do both like a normal human being?
Well, that's why I carry around this mason jar. Or sometimes I go rogue and open that flap up and fold it back and shoot it out the back.
Ugh. Do you ever get any on you?
Almost always. I go through a hell of a lot of laundry detergent. But if you think that you can handle the complexities of footy pajamas, I encourage you to go to tinyurl.com/P3Sleepy.
That's taking me to Big Feet Pajama Company.
You are correct for all your pajama needs.
Big Feet Pajama Company.
Welcome back to P3 Radio. Josh Brawley and Richard Mulligan here. New Year's special P3 Radio edition. It's Josh Brawley pickup here. Was this like one of your favorite songs as a kid?
No,
No?
I didn't understand at the moment.
It's called Still of the Night by Whitesnake.
Yeah. You know, what's funny about this, maybe a month ago, just out of the blue, I started thinking. I asked my oldest kid, I said, if you could live anywhere, in the world at any point in time,
Yeah.
where would you live? And she immediately was like, I don't know. Maybe like France, maybe? Or whatever?
Why don't you say France?
I don't know. She likes that type of culture. And
Your youngest?
the oldest.
Really?
And
I would have figured your youngest would have wanted to move to France.
nah, my youngest, she just, yeah, with the artists and
Yeah.
all that. But no, my oldest, she's more on the type of lifestyle you'd live if you lived there, and the cuisine and
Right.
just the general mood or whatever. And she looks at me and she's like, "Where would you live?" And without batting an eye, I said, "A Whitesnake video." I'm hoping that in like 20 years, she's just like, just going along with her day. And she's like, I get it now. I get it. You look at any Whitesnake video. What do you
White
see?
steak video?
No, any Whitesnake video. What do
Oh.
you see? Just
A
a band
stage.
rocking out, hot chicks. Like, oh baby, they're having fun.
You are like blowing up the microphone there, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Engineer.
Getting excited over there. Had the hiccups
Is
a
that
while
a,
ago.
is
It was
that a
really
bad
cute.
thing?
It was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this show.
Hey, you're too excited for this podcast. You're just gonna
No,
have
I'm
to-
happy. I'm happy you're finally doing something but staring at me. So, Josh, we got a New Year's show. Yep, we do.
If I recall, I've been interactive.
You have.
Well, then what are you talking about?
Interactive, but it's like no topics ever coming up. It's just, I feel like you're playing a Kimbe Matumbo over there, just waiting to swat the shit out of my topics.
I've been playing along.
Oh yeah, you have.
So
Playing along, just haven't been really coming. This is the first topic you've come up with, other than, I mean, you added to the Subway thing, but this is the first.
Well,
the White Snake thing was the first thing that
if you want me to bust you out just on the show, you said, oh yeah, I got some things to talk about. We'll do a New Year's show. Just come on over.
Yeah. Well, I used all mine.
And then you use your like 2 that you think should last for an hour.
There are sometimes it happens.
And then
It depends
you're
on-
like, oh, I'm gonna talk shit about you because you put all your faith in my word that I had it, and then
I didn't say
That-
I had
that-
it.
that's your
I said, I've got
defense.
some stuff I could talk about.
And
I was
you
hoping
did
that
for
you
like
would
2
have.
minutes.
I was hoping that you would do the same. Like, oh, we can talk about this as well.
no, you pretty much reassured me. Oh,
No, I
got some
did not.
stuff.
I was like, I got a few things we could talk about.
Okay, well, if you just want it to be my show when I come over, then I'll just have all kind
No.
of shit lined up. We'll talk about porno,
There you
and
go.
wrestling, and hot chicks, and that'll just be our show.
Tune in next week. We'll have
Porno,
Josh's
hot
show.
chicks, and
We can still do that now, Josh. It won't. It won't affect us. It'll help.
who's your favorite porn star all time?
Oh, that's a It's a good question. I guess
And
all
just
time it
talking
has
about
to be.
what my answer with the White Snake video or whatever.
Yeah,
There was always hot chicks.
yeah.
All that. So if you was to have to live in one,
Live in a porn star.
no. Oh,
I guess this is where I live now. It's a little loose in here.
have to go up toward. Well, I don't know where you'd escape that cascade. The cascade. The avalanche of water.
I guess the one we'd have to go with was the first one I ever really saw, and remembering it was a thing back when we used to steal magazines from Justin's dad. Did we ever talk about that?
I don't know.
We had a kid down the street that he's no longer with us, but his dad, who's also no longer with us, kept nudie magazines in the bathroom, and I don't know who discovered that. Who discovered that he kept those there,
I think his son did.
and he just told everybody.
Well, yeah, that was his gimmick.
Yeah, so I guess we could say.
Hey, let me give you money. Let me let me give you some porn mags.
Well, I mean, he didn't give them to us. He just told, "Hey, go check that out in our bathroom. Go look in there. Go look on the top shelf."
And then he made the mistake of not patting us down after we came out.
But yeah, we used to go over there every once in a while and just steal one every once in a while. How we never got in trouble for that is beyond me.
No, he got in trouble for it.
Did he?
It was just he wouldn't rat on us.
Really?
That's what it ultimately came down to.
He told you
What-
that?
Yeah, like his dad was pissed because he said that at one point nobody was allowed in the house anymore because his stack of magazines was literally half gone from the time that it was like a month before. So, yeah, if you remember, right before they moved away from Bemis,
Yeah.
nobody was allowed in his house anymore.
Yeah. I remember that was that great escape one day, which I don't know how we didn't get in trouble. I guess we just assumed he wasn't going to tell on us. He could have easily told on us, but he didn't, to his credit. But I think I stole like 4. Chris stole like 6 or like 4 or 5 himself. You stole a few. And it was like it was like a summer day, and we all just jetted out of there real fast out the back door.
I guess the breeze was blowing just good. It was a summer day, and everybody was like, let's go get some porny bags.
He didn't, but here's the thing: he didn't catch on until like the last person was leaving. Like I remember,
it
like
was Toe. He
we
had
went
like
over-
18 magazines trying to put them under his shirt. And like at that point, he's like, my dad's home. And Toe just runs out of the bathroom. He's got like 27 magazines.
No, I don't remember that. I just remember. I remember we all went over there, and just each of us was like, "Man, I gotta use the bathroom." And as soon as we used the bathroom, it was like, "Hey, man, I gotta go check in with my grandmother." Oh, hey, I gotta go check in with this. And we would leave and run back to Chris's house because no one was at Chris's house. And
That was the porno mag stash station.
it was there for, and we kept them like under my house and his house for a little while, like under the back, like back
access
of the
to
access
the,
of the
to the
underneath the
crawl
house.
space.
Yes, we kept them there. We kept them a few different places.
Think about if like a plumber or somebody had to come over and do some work.
Ray, I've
And
hit
then
the jackpot.
We going home at lunch today, man.
No, man, but I mean, it was like I just remember the last person went in there, and I think I was supposed to. No, who was the lookout? Maybe I was the last. I don't remember. I just remember me going, I gotta go, and then Toe coming out with like a bunch of magazines and us hauling ass out the back door, and him going, "You son of a bitch!"
Yeah.
Something like that.
He knew the last person had took a bunch
Yeah.
or something. And then we never went back.
Why does it always end up coming on to Toto Hold the Line? Every search video comes back to Toto's Hold the Line on our YouTube page.
Well, I mean, they are magicians, so
Studio magicians. But no, going back to your question, favorite porn star?
yeah, all time.
Probably be the one I first saw in that magazine was Jenna Jameson. So that's probably my, that was my go-to for the longest time. Even when I finally got the internet, it was like, I can look at Jenna Jameson now.
She was the first one, or one of the first ones to have that virtual thing going on.
She had a virtual video.
Well, yeah, she was, back in the like early 2000s, that was a thing,
Right.
for a while. And then it just, I don't know what happened. I guess virtual reality. But
Well, now you have actual virtual reality.
yeah,
Back then it was a DVD. It was like, skip to chapter 2,
it was
and
just
now you're titty
it was
fucking.
just- it was just POV.
Right.
It was just POV at that point.
Chapter 3, now it's anal.
But like,
Chapter 4, she's jerking a fake dick off into her face.
But like, have you looked into anything now as far as like, because you've seen how far the virtual reality thing has came along.
Right.
Do they make
Oh,
those
yeah.
kind of videos now?
Yeah, well, they actually make them now that I've seen where it's just like you actually have like video goggles on and you can look around, look down, look up, look at the wall.
It's like you're there.
Right.
Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I have never put on a real pair of.
Virtual reality goggles?
I have not, and that's PlayStation VR. That's any of them.
You've never used any of them? I've got a ViewMaster VR that you just put your phone in.
Huh? Seriously, I've never tried one.
Yeah.
But
I'll let you try it.
I hear though, at least even going back to a couple of years ago, that
Go ahead. Going back to a couple years ago, what?
well, just going back to a couple of years ago, where at the flea market, they'll let you try out some of those.
Were you looking at porn at the flea market?
No, I'm saying like the
Y'all need to leave.
the virtual reality masks and all that. I've heard people say good things about them and how it's really trippy. It really looks like it's you're
Right.
really there, but I ain't gotten around to it yet, man.
Yeah, I mean, they have a whole genre on that stuff, man.
Wow, so I really feel like though, if I was to dive into it, delve and dive and all that,
Right.
my wife would catch on immediately because she.
Because you wouldn't be able to see her.
What's going on? Why are you wearing them goggles and jerking off all the time? It feels real, honey. I'm sorry. So you've been cheating on me with a computer.
You know that's coming, though, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know there's like a
I
robot.
can
that-
imagine seeing Judge Joe Brown episode. So you mean to tell me you've been spending 15 hours a day with a virtual reality setup?
And they probably got some like kind of thing that looks like a cow udder milker. It goes like it just kind of goes back and forth.
When the dude's wife, he's sitting over there. I'm telling you, Joe, I don't know what to do.
I came in, he had headphones on. I called his name 5 or 6 times. The preacher was there. And
It's coming.
yeah, I mean,
It's coming.
but I mean, I can't imagine that, you know what I mean? Like that it wouldn't be something like that. Yeah.
So we're watching some VR porn right now.
You don't have to break the 5th wall.
Well, why
but-
not? We break it with everything else. By the way,
We're just looking
were
at the
you
staircase
stunned-
in the back of the
were
room.
you stunned with our number of hits in the Netherlands last week?
A little.
I mean, well, it kept on that upslide or whatever, and it can only go down from here.
The greatest
And
thing
that's
to do.
two ways.
The greatest thing to do with these videos is look back. Oh, no. Look back at like the staircase. Who comes in? Has anybody opened that back door? I wonder if there is anything like
No,
that.
it's
like
just the beginning. That gets closer to the 15-minute mark. There's a back door.
So I answered your question. What would be your favorite of all time?
Man, it's kind of like with wrestling. It kind of goes with eras and all that, but I think if I had to pick just like one or maybe 2 or 3 of my go-tos,
All right.
it'd be her or whatever this one's name is.
Nikki Benz.
No, I'm being facetious at this point. But I think it would have to be.
We get a phone call. Hold that thought.
They
I
need
guess.
to dial our show number.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Probably a bill collector.
This late at night. You get a lot of bill collectors calling you on your phone.
Yeah. Well, not as bad as it was.
This late at night?
No.
Oh. So anyways, you were saying it goes with errors. Who's your favorite?
Well,
Like I didn't say, hey, break it down by errors. I said my favorite's this one. Here's why. You can't say.
I can't do
Well,
that.
if
Like,
I'm
if you-
jerking off in the 70s, it's.
No, man. If you was to ask me who's my favorite wrestler of all time, I can't give you an answer.
Really?
I can't, because I'm more in love with the wrestling business as a whole.
Right.
And, it's kind of like asking me to pick who my favorite kid is. I can't do that. But, it just goes by kind of like errors or what. I can tell you like a list of who my favorite people are, but I'm just not, But I think like if it was all said and done and, I think it all goes back to Lawler, man.
Lawler?
Yeah, or
Lawler's your favorite porn star?
no. I mean, like wrestler. I just think I don't know. But as far as a porn star, it'd have to be either Sarah J, Lisa Sparks, or probably like maybe the
Lisa's-
number 3. It's hard. It's hard. It's rock hard to choose.
No Tara Patrick, no nothing like that?
Nah, I'm more of a thicker type girl, I really
I'm going
like,
to put that in our intro. Josh Brawley, I'm more of a thicker type girl.
no. Probably Sarah J or Lisa Sparks, so I just had to choose one or
Yeah.
two.
Well, that's cool.
You would just, wow, VR, huh?
You're going to have to buy you a VR now, huh?
Want to give me some goggles.
Like, if you have the goggles on, you can. This is all like me moving the mouse. It's like you just looking around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great way to show the world what kind of pervs we are.
The Netherlands are like, oh, they look at the VR porn, eh?
She's something, isn't she? Wow.
So what was the other thing you said, Art? So porn. What other porn questions would you come up with if this was a, if this was a podcast that you were doing about porn?
What other kind of porn questions?
Yeah, I mean,
If I had a porn star on, I would just be like, does all this bullshit that y'all do in the movies really matter? Like whenever you're at home, away from work, and your old man's just trying to hit it? Like, does he have to fucking act like he's trying to borrow a rake? Or is it just kind of like he rolls over and he's like, hey, let's make it happen?
you know how pissed you would be if you were the guy that had to like put foreplay and time into it, and you're like, well,
Goddamn Peter North, he didn't have shit to do. All he had to do was tell you he lost his car keys when he was doing a service on your sink.
that's a movie. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it would be the same as like regular movies.
Now, let me ask you this. I want to hear your answer on this.
All right.
Let's say that, you wouldn't have met your wife that you're with right now.
Well, this would be dangerous. Go
No,
ahead.
let's say you never met her, and you just so happened to hook up with a girl that was to be a porn star, or that was already a porn star.
Right.
If she was making, upwards of 6 figures a year, upwards of 6 figures a year, could you deal with that?
Do anything for you? I don't know, man. That'd be a little hard to deal with. You know what I mean?
Okay, she's making like a quarter of a million, 3/4 of a
Because
million.
money doesn't cure everything. You know what I mean?
It
money-
fucking helps a lot.
Because then you're cheerleading. Get out there, honey. We want a pool, right? Get out there and sex with
I'm
me.
being serious. Could
No,
you
I
deal
mean-
with it?
I don't think so.
Seriously?
No.
Even for like 7 figures?
No. It's not the money issue. That's the problem. It's just seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like seeing your wife all over the. I can imagine what some of these, like the girls that have like 300-400 movies under their belt,
Right.
and everybody's talking about it. I can imagine being the husband and being I would always feel like somebody's looking at me like, dude, if she's yours, why are you letting this happen?
Right.
Well, you know what? She don't get paid fucking working at Denny's, you know, like she would doing this.
Right.
So,
Well,
she's got a talent, you know.
and she don't have to work Christmases no more. I don't kiss her on the mouth anymore. I just can't bring myself to do it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just,
We're still watching porn, and that dude's wiener, it went way past up his belly button. Like he's just chilling.
Is your dad did this?
No, shit. My dad was look. Is that all? Hell, motherfucker, ain't that damn thing ain't big around as a 20-ounce Gatorade
What are they
bottle.
blurring
That ain't
out
shit.
right here? Is it like a Nike logo?
They're blurring out her. They're blurring out her knee.
They don't show the guy's face. Looks like he's an Al Qaeda hostage with a black thing over his head.
We are going to make you fuck the finest porn star in the world.
And then we cut off your head.
So, like, who's the porn star?
I don't know, man. It's just
So seriously, like, there's no price that you could just be like.
you're trying to $1 million man this situation.
No, seriously.
This is like
I'm
indecent proposal. What would it cost for one night with your wife?
No, I'm saying.
I don't know
if
why
you
it was
had
Southern.
If you had never met your wife, and
Yeah.
could you be with a porn star no matter what amount of money she
Like,
made?
did I just? All right. So, are we doing this like rom-com style? Like, I out dancing one night or out at a club?
You
and
just say rim job? What
no,
are you
I said
talking about?
rom-com,
What does that mean?
romantic comedy. Are we doing this like a romantic comedy where I'm out dancing one night and this girl's just there? We end up striking up a friendship. We go back to her place, have sex, fall in love, and then all of a sudden I find out that she's a porn star? Or is it somebody I've been dating for a little while, and then all of a sudden she's like, you know what I've been doing for the past couple weeks?
Well, no, it's nothing like, a secret sprung on you. You meet a girl, and you have the same type of feelings that you have for her as you do your wife now, only you never met your wife.
Right.
Could you deal with the fact that she was a porn star? You're a few weeks into dating. She's like, oh, by the way.
By the way, I'm not available to have sex or do anything in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be very sore. I'm going for a world record. Can't talk about it right now.
You seriously, no matter what, you couldn't deal with that.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. Because there's a difference between having that, like, oh, everybody wants this girl, and then everybody having this girl. You know what I mean?
If you look at their IMBDM or whatever it is, it's like
Right.
They don't really do that many movies. It's just the ones that the famous ones do. Everybody's watching them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I could do it. I mean, you could, I'm guessing.
Well, like I said, if hypothetically, if it was that I had never met the wife that I'm with now and hooked up with one, it'd be hard. But I think
You'd be okay with it?
well, I wouldn't be okay with it, but I think I could deal with it. For a certain amount of time, depending on how good the quality of life for me and the children, the children will be, man. Shit. If depends on, like, if we're sitting on a beach in Key West, like, all the time, hell yeah, baby, go do what you got to do.
Would it piss you off if, like, you saw a scene and she was doing anal stuff?
I don't give a damn what she's doing.
But
as
she
long
wouldn't.
as
She wouldn't do that with you.
Oh yeah, if she's giving me like, oh no. If she's giving me restrictions and stuff like that, she's like, oh yeah, we're not doing this and this and this and this, but I'm like, well, I've seen you and
Peter North. I think that's the only one you know. Right.
what's some of the other ones?
I don't know. I don't know all the guys. Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. We'll just go with it. Yeah, I
No,
seen you
dude.
and Ron Jeremy doing that in that new video. Well, I got paid a lot of money.
See, would that not gross you out though? Because Ron Jeremy's not a good-looking guy. And then you'd probably have to have that security factor of, like, I mean, let's be honest. I hadn't seen it, but I'm pretty sure you're not as big as Ron Jeremy.
I don't know. I mean, you look at my dad, and he'd be like, Rondre, oh, hell. Is that it? But no, I mean, no. You know, I'm not trying to lay it out on the line.
Why? You're married. It ain't gonna matter anymore.
I mean, I'm satisfied with. I mean, everybody's satisfied. So.
Everybody's satisfied.
I haven't ever had any complaints. If that's what you're going for.
Everybody's satisfied. You made it sound so
Hey,
weird.
I'm happy. My wife's happy. Yeah, and everybody I've been with, they've been happy.
Jesus. Keyboard just got stuck there.
From what, Richard Lee?
I don't know. The U got stuck here. What's happening with this keyboard?
Too much cam soda action.
Yeah, I have a really fascination with the letter U when I'm jerking it.
Oh yeah, you.
So, what about non-porn stars that you ever wanted to get into porn? Like
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey? Was that the...
Dude, like when I think back to my teenage years, and so seriously, they got me legit heat
Right.
with my. Well, she would grow to be my wife at that point.
And then grow to be your ex-wife?
Yes, a crazy metamorphosis she went through.
Right.
But she got like fighting fucking mad at me over Mariah Carey one time because she
Was you
kept on.
texting her or something?
No, you know how those teenage relationships are, where it's like, oh, you think she looks good? Don't, you can tell me the truth.
You should
It's
have told me
fine.
that.
And then I told her what I really thought of Mariah Carey, and she was like, oh, okay, I see how you are, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know.
Did you go a little too far?
I did.
With what you thought? This is sad. I'm just going to turn it off. That's not what I thought it would be. Go ahead. You went a little too far. Like, then I'd get some bacon grease and, hey, motherfucker. You went too far.
Like me or the video we were watching?
No, I'm talking about you went too far explaining. I was saying the video that just popped up was sad. I'm
Yeah.
saying, did you go too far when you were explaining to your future ex-wife how hot Mariah Carey was and like some of the things that you wanted to do?
I just kept answering the questions she was asking, and you know, being a teenager at the time, I didn't know what being a man was all about, and that was kind of knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them.
Yeah, and you just kept answering the questions, right?
Oh yeah,
How did it go? Just explain how it went. Like, you be both parts. You'd be like, ask both parts. Let's hear how this went, just in your recollection.
Okay,
I'm
well,
going to see if I can figure out where it went.
it's
went
one of
awry.
those. You know, we're talking about how happy we are,
Yeah.
and this and that. And,
Yeah. And would you
oh,
ever leave me? That type of thing?
Yeah, that
Okay.
kind of stuff. And, well, I mean, I know you think somebody's attractive. Who is it? You know, well, you know, baby.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna notify you when you fucked up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, well, you know, baby, Mariah Carey. I'm sweet on her. I mean, I've
That's
already
not bad.
told you
No,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, would you leave me for her? Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like, what, forever? You talking about forever?
There you go.
Well, no. That's not what I mean, forever. I just mean, like, if you had a chance to be with her, maybe for one night and all that, you know, I mean, would you take it? Well, I mean, if she came, if she came up to me and was like, look, this is your only chance. She was ass naked, and you know, it was just, I would check with you, baby. That's what I would do. I would check with you first, and I would make sure.
All right, hold on. Let's pause that. How would that conversation go?
That's
All right,
literally how it would
No,
lead in.
not that conversation. All right. So you get to the Mariah Carey concert, and you get backstage somehow, and she says, "All right, this is how it's going to go down, right now or never." And now you have to call her to check in. All right, ring, 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 ring. Hello, this is your ex-wife, our future ex-wife. How are you explaining to me what's going on right now?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't invite you to the concert.
I'm sorry you didn't get backstage.
Right. But she totally seen me. She totally seen what's going on.
She heard about my dad's package.
Yeah, and she's just like, I gotta see. I gotta know. Maybe we could go back here and kind of fool around. I know you're taken. I know you're an adolescent. But I'm willing to look. We're in Florida, right? We're in Florida. You're 17. Okay, that's totally consensual. That's what she would say. And I just wanted to know, maybe if I let you hook up with a random star, if you ever get the chance, could I do this?
What if she said no? Would you probably do it anyways? Back then?
Back then?
Yeah.
Fucking right, I would, man.
Did you do it?
No.
No. No, you told me no.
No.
Let me smell your dick. Yep, smells like Mariah Carey.
Well, the thing about it is, you took a shower right after you got home, is what your problem is. And I know you don't do that all the time.
Oh, Jesus.
Why are you taking a shower at 2 o'clock in the morning? Dude.
I got really into that Mariah Carey concert and started dancing.
Oh, man. It was bad. I fucked up and told that woman a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have back in the day. I really should have.
That she used against you later on?
Well, no, I mean, I had plenty of stuff to use against her. We did a lot of things that we shouldn't have back then, as far as like, escapades and whatnot.
Gotcha.
All
right, so finish out the story. So she asked you, would you ever leave me? You go, no. Would you leave me for a celebrity? And you go, well, what do you mean leave me?
You mean like for a night?
It depends on what the word is.
What do you mean by is?
Do I have to get Steve Madden to kill you too?
The fucking worst thing ever. The worst fucking thing ever that she ever asked me. I mean, she threw shit at me at this one.
Right.
She asked me, her best...
No, wait. Get back to the... All right, so write that down so you don't forget it. The worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But get back to the Mariah Carey thing before you go too far off in the weeds here. So she tells you that, would you ever leave me for anybody? And you go, no, baby. Well, what about a celebrity? And you said, well, what do you mean?
What do you mean by leave? Like,
Yeah, okay.
for a moment?
So how'd that go? Go from there.
Well, she says, what do you mean by leave? I mean, momentarily, or are you talking about forever? Forever, no, baby. I would never leave you forever. But
Just long enough to get it in.
long enough to, get it in.
About
pop
4
my
minutes.
wallet.
I'd leave about 4 minutes.
No, I'd probably just go. I'd probably go take care of things before. That way I'd last a little longer.
I leave for 8 minutes. Then I feel really terrible about it afterwards. Because, she's going to go on tour and leave me here.
Oh.
So, all right. So, real conversation. How did it go? So, after you said, how far did it get before she got pissed?
It didn't get very far.
After that?
And then she started, oh, okay. Well, that's the way you feel. And, dude.
I remember y'all used to do the whole swear on our love thing.
Oh, my God. And that's, dude, that's what bit me in the ass. I haven't thought about that in years. No, for real. I haven't thought about that in years, but that is a thing. I know you got shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I
with
do,
your
but-
wife, too. I got shit like that with my wife, but with this particular one.
You were teenagers, and it's funny to think back on stuff like that.
When you're teenagers, the shit seems way more intense. You ever
Right.
notice that about
Yeah,
teenage?
well, there's hormones.
Everything's way more intense.
Those damn Dawson's River kids sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
that was the thing, really. I mean, I know we joke about that, but I mean, think about it. It was all like these shows where Billy doesn't love her anymore. So they had these things built into their heads that was like relationship.
This is how things are.
Right. And then it was like everything had to be dramatic because you're
Right.
dealing with a teenager. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody has their little stupid things that they do in their relationships and stuff. But anyways, what was the one that got you into trouble?
The swear on our love bullshit, man. To where I just felt like I had to tell the truth no matter what.
What'd you get from your Christmas?
Well,
I can't tell you.
that goes back to what we were putting a pin in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get back to the one.
Oh,
that-
man. The one thing that got me in trouble was,
I fucked Mariah Carey.
oh, man. You would have known about
Sweet,
that.
sweet fantasy, baby.
You would have known about that. Oh man, dude.
Richard, don't tell nobody. I just fucked Mariah Carey.
No, man. Like, the one thing that got me in trouble more than anything was the one time I have no clue why she was. I don't know if she thought maybe the friend was into me because.
I know where this is going.
No,
but go ahead.
it's not the same friend. That friend.
No. I'm not talking about the friend. I just know where this is going. Go ahead, though. So this friend she thought was into you.
The friend you think that we're talking about.
No,
that
I don't
was-
think we're. I'm saying I think I know where this is going. No, I
that-
don't think I know the person.
Oh yeah. Well, it was the one that you knew too, but it was one that you didn't know. But either way, I have no idea why she asked me this, but she said, "Do you think?" And I'm just going to say said girl because I'm not going to.
We'll say Cindy.
Yeah. Do you think? Now Cindy was her best friend at this
For
time.
real? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
At this time, Cindy was the best friend, like that she was hanging out with all the time. Now, the previous best friend, that the same situation had happened, it was a little worse, during that time frame.
I don't understand what you just said, but go
All right,
ahead. Just finish this story.
okay,
I think you're trying to get into like 4 different stories.
I am.
So she looked at
It
you
had
and
happened
said,
before. I think that's
why
why
are
she
you
got
yelling?
it.
What had happened before? You haven't finished this story yet.
Well, I'd have to go back.
All right. Go back.
Okay, we're gonna go back.
All right.
What I'm talking about, the friend. She asked me, "Do you think?" Now this is her best friend at this point. Her best friend, and I say that because she had them.
All right. I think
She had the cannons.
I think the pirate juice is starting to get you a little off
Yarr,
focus.
me hearty. But either way,
All right, hold on. So let's just stay back with the story. So she asked you about Cindy. She says something about does
you think Cindy looks good?
Okay.
I said, yeah. I mean, if you swear on our love,
Why was she asking you that if you already told her yes?
I don't know. I thought she thought maybe I was ribbing her.
Oh, that's bullshit. You know this bitch ain't nothing. And so you said yes.
I sure did.
And what'd she say?
She got mad. We didn't order anything from McDonald's. We were in the drive-thru. We just drove away. and we drove home, and she kept asking questions. And
What was no, you can't
So-
get it. Go ahead.
so, like, you're telling me that you think she looks good. I'm like, yeah. I mean, do you not see it?
Yeah. Hold on.
Shit.
She's, well,
Hold on. There's one better.
This asshole fucked these words up, man. I mean, he's got words that he don't even need.
she kept pushing, man.
Yeah.
Pushing.
Yeah, fucker.
Well, no, it was all this bullshit. Oh, you swear on our love. So that's how you really feel. I mean, I'm telling you, you can't break these.
Was she just wanting you to lie to her, I'm guessing?
I don't know. I don't know if she had done something and she was trying to feel good about herself, getting me to admit to all this bullshit. You know how mind games
Yeah.
are back in the day. When I think about shit like back then, I don't know how much of it was mind games and how much of it was legit.
Trying to see if she could
Legit.
filter out a way to feel better about something that she did.
Amen.
Okay.
Because she was talking to a dude from England not
What?
long. Yeah, I never told you about this, but she was talking to a dude from England not long after we hooked up.
Really?
Yeah, and
That
I'm
was
talk-
like in the internet's infancy too.
98
Wow, that would have been so hard to do. I'm
Yahoo
assuming.
Chat, man. Yahoo Chat. For real, I like homeschool was a motherfucker, so I was on Yahoo Chat all the goddamn time.
So you were probably talking to a dude from England as well.
No, nothing like that. But I was just talking to different.
Blimey, your boobs look great.
I know it was crazy, but I would like talk to said girlfriend on Yahoo Chat, and you know how you have chat rooms for different.
We use chat rooms for a completely different thing. We didn't go like talking to girlfriends or anything like that. All right, go ahead.
No,
Finish your story.
No, I'm saying back in that time frame, you know how they had chat rooms for like certain interests
Yeah.
and, you know, teenage, this and that. You know.
It seems so bad to have a teenage chat room.
Well, I was fucking. I just
Oh, I know
turned-
you were, but I'm just saying it just seems like a bad idea to have a
Oh,
teenage.
now, yeah.
Yeah. Just a bunch of middle-aged perverts in there.
Right. Well, thinking back, probably was.
Yeah.
But it seemed harmless at the time. But, you know,
Yeah.
we would be in chat rooms and whatnot. And, like, I found out that she was talking to this guy from England, like, even when I wasn't around, you know. And I seen this history on, you know, basically her saying, "Oh, I'll call you whenever I get the time," and this and that. And it was some more shit said
Then
that
I saw a $400 phone bill.
no, it was like, "Oh, we should totally talk," and this and that. And I got pissed off about that. And I think maybe some of that was what prompted her to try to dive into my shit. Delve, whatever, into my shit and start trying to get into my psyche. Well, like I said, the girl that was in question at this point was her best friend. And you think she looks good?
I vaguely remember this.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good looking. You know.
No, I mean, I vaguely remember this situation where you told me.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that was the night you came over and you, like, slammed your car door. And you were like, I was like, what's wrong? And you're like, me and her had a fight. And I'm like, did you kick her ass?
I remember that.
I think that was the same night. Because you were telling me, I think you told me all about this.
I did. Because I was pissed.
Yeah,
man.
I could see
I think
that.
I remember it was super late.
Yeah, it wasn't
and-
like early. It was like maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. But it was like the winter break time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came over and I parked in your yard and we just talked for like fucking 3 hours
Yeah.
or whatever. But she kept asking me all these fucking questions, and after I would answer them, I felt like I was in a deposition because she kept saying, "You think so and so looks good?" Yeah, I mean I can't lie to you. Yeah, she does. She's attractive.
All right.
Do you swear on our love? I'd be like, God damn. Yeah.
What do you want from me on this? I said,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, I'm giving you the respect.
She
I'm telling you
overused
the
that
truth.
shit all the
She
time,
did.
by the way.
Oh, yeah. Looking back. Oh, yeah.
I rolled my eyes so many times. But I could deal with her. I couldn't really deal with the other one that you dated, the one that I also dated. I just couldn't stand her. That's another story.
She had a different motivation.
Yeah, money.
Right. Where the other one, she was just, her motivation was cock. This one was money and cock.
This was money. And teenage emotions.
But to be fair, I banged the second one probably a third of the amount within maybe.
Thank God your wife don't listen to this show.
No, seriously,
Do you ever tell her any of this?
I would tell her this right now.
Really?
Yeah, what's she gonna do? Go back in time, change some shit?
No, I mean, I feel like
It happened,
Yeah, I guess so.
dude.
I always get like
It happened.
I don't
Like,
have that
your
many
situ-
exes,
Right.
But
That's where your situation's totally different.
I mean, it's like anytime I'm around somebody that used to be, I always get that like,
oh yeah.
Oh,
But
no.
you gotta understand, man. Like, you've been married to the same girl
Yeah.
forever,
a long time, yeah.
and me and my wife now, we had totally different. We
Religions?
had we had lives before we met.
Right.
You know, so we kind of got to accept that a
Right.
lot of shit's happened before we started our
That's
shit
true.
together. But I'll say, you know, when we started our shit together, it's been totally, you know, fucking Brady Bunch-esque,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
since then. I mean,
It's kind of hard to play the virgin card when you're coming in with 3 kids.
right.
I ain't touched nobody before. These are my 3 clones.
right. So there's nothing, no jealousy.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, she did what she did. I did what I did.
Right.
We come into it and we treat each other with total honesty.
Right.
Total honesty. And for all you people that are listening right now, that'll help you more than anything. Total honesty in your relationship. That way, you're not bullshitting anybody. Everybody respects everybody.
Maybe not go out and just be like, hey, baby, see Mariah Carey on the TV? Totally fuck her. That might, honesty's one thing, but don't go forcing it on people.
Dude, I'm not saying that. But
Well, you
to
just
be
said
fair,
it on a podcast.
To
This
be
is
fair,
multinational,
I know what it is.
international.
But to be fair, I mean, I don't get mad at my old lady whenever she looks at Dean Ambrose and it's like, oh, look at that man. Oh, my God. And then my mom's like, oh, where's Roman Reigns? Oh, where's Roman? Oh, me and your granny both. We love Roman. Oh, my God. I understand.
I'm going to have to go change pants.
My mom.
Oh, Lord.
No, for real. If my dad knew what the fuck a Roman Reigns was, he would probably
What is
try.
that, like some kind of sick saddle?
Hey, let me tell you what. I'll find that motherfucker. I'll find him. We'll drop trowel, and we'll see who the fucking man is. Roman will be like, "You're the big dog."
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I guess there is a double standard for, like, when women see, like, men, they don't have a problem with saying that, oh, that guy's attractive. He is good looking. He is very good looking. And then you feel bad as a guy if you're like, man, she is hot. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you one that got me in trouble before we cut this off. Like, and we were talking about celebrities, and I actually said that I thought Anne Hathaway was good looking.
Oh, she is.
And she, like, kind of went a little ballistic there.
Your
She was
wife?
Like, well, not ballistic, like mad, like as in, like, I'm going to kill that bitch or anything like that. But it was like, you really think she's attractive? Like, she didn't think she was attractive. So it was like immediately judging me. I'm like, it's Anne Hathaway. I didn't like her hair in Batman, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was a little weird. But, it is what it is. We've went a little extra long on this New Year's episode today, Josh, but
Whew, let me tell
Oh,
you,
Jesus.
talking about all these girls, man, I went a little wide and long, but whatever.
Roman Reigns, is that some kind of sex settle?
Hell, ain't nothing about it like a Folgers can.
Well, if they want to give us a call sometime, Josh, what was that number they call? 24/7 on that phone line.
731-300-6675.
Of course, if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's P3 Radio 1. Facebook is Pop Poncho. And if they want to send us an email, Josh, how do they do that?
That is P3Radio, the number 1 at gmail.com.
Big things coming for 2019. We hope that you guys will be a part of that as well as you always have.
And just to close out the new year, we want to say thanks to all the fans that have supported us through this 2018. And like Richard just said, 2019, we got ultra mega things coming up. Just stay tuned.
Huge things coming for P3 Radio, and we hope that you're here for us. Big year for 2019, Josh. Looking back on it, we've had celebrities, we've had radio shows that we've been on, national radio shows, and hopefully things just keep going upwards from here. And I'm excited about the future, and hopefully this just keeps going. Second part of this show has been so easy to do, and it's just been fun, more so than the first part. But it is what it is. I've had a great time.
I've had a blast, man. And like I said, I've had a blast throughout 2018. 2019, you people, I cannot wait to tell you everything, but we're not going to do it right now.
Well, that's going to about do it for us. For Josh Brawley, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.